Hello and a very warm welcome to the global reveal of the 2021 Pilots collection from IWC. The dream of flight has inspired us for generations, and in these special times it is probably more present than ever before, as we long to reconnect and rediscover our world. This year we are presenting new models from across our Pilots collection, starting with a big Pilots watch and our Pilots Chronograph, two of our most recognizable designs in our collection. Now inside these watches are our in-house movements that we make in our new manufacturing center in Schaffhausen. Ever since Florentine Arrested-Jones, our American founder, came to Schaffhausen and set up IWC, generations of designers, watchmakers and engineers have focused on creating the most precise, most reliable and most responsibly manufactured watches available in the market today. The love affair between IWC and aviation goes back over 85 years. In the 1930s, it was the Homburger family who owned IWC, and their sons were passionate pilots, both military and civilian. And they asked their father to create the first ever special watch for pilots from 1936. But there was really two other watches that created the DNA for our watch collection stands for today. Firstly, the Mark 11 for the Royal Air Force from 1948. The Mark 11 was an extremely precise observation watch, regulated and maintained by the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, that was used by pilots and navigators around the Commonwealth Air Forces all the way into the 1980s. And even Sir Edmund Hillary was issued a Mark 11 for his 1954-55 Trans-Antarctic expedition. The second big inspiration for IWC was the Big Pilot, a single-purpose form-follows-function observation watch from 1940. When IWC reintroduced the Big Pilot into the luxury watch market beyond the world of aviation in 2002, it came right at the beginning of the oversized trend for sports watches with a certain utility feel. And over time, the Big Pilot has really made the transition from a pure functional tool watch to a modern design icon. But being 46 millimeters in size, there are always ergonomic and wearability limitations to the Big Pilot. So we asked ourselves, can we create a Big Pilot that looks and feels every bit like an instrument watch should, but becomes much more wearable and much more ergonomic? And the result of this is the all-new Big Pilot 43. The new Big Pilot features a 43mm case, the perfect balance between that instrument presence and a much more comfortable fit on many more wrist sizes. In terms of the dial design, we've taken this back to the absolute essential purity of the original Big Pilot, featuring all luminous hands, hour markers and indexes. We've completely recalibrated the side of the case, looking at each dimension individually to create the typical Big Pilot look, but a much better wearability. Especially the crown has been fully re-engineered to not be felt on the skin. Inside the Big Pilot 43, we have our high-end in-house caliber 82 automatic with bidirectional peloton winding, ceramic components and 60 hours power reserve. The Big Pilot now is really a fully versatile sports watch with an uprated water resistance to 10 bar or 100 meters, and we're really proud to be introducing our new Ease Exchange quick change system, allowing full versatility at the touch of a button between all of the different strap options, including rubber straps. Having reduced the case size and the weight of the Big Pilot, we are now able to introduce the watch for the first time ever on a stainless steel bracelet. Our high-end, high-quality 5-link stainless steel bracelet, featuring links that are polished and brushed, has a fine adjustment system in the clasp and the same quick change functionality as all our straps and bracelets, making the new Big Pilot a fully versatile sports watch in black and blue dial options. Ever since the 1990s, chronographs have been a mainstay and key competence for IWC, none more so than the Pilots Chronograph from IWC. We are now delighted to offer our most recognizable Pilots Chronograph design in the classic blue dial in a highly wearable and ergonomic 41mm case, the perfect size for a versatile sports watch. The 41mm Pilots Chronograph features our typical day-date layout and many strap and bracelet options, including our all-new tapered design 5-link stainless steel bracelet. In the back of the Pilots Chronograph, we have the sapphire crystal showcasing our in-house 69 caliber chronograph movement. The water resistance of the watch has also been upgraded to 10 bars and 100 meters. And of course, we offer the ease exchange system for quick changeability between the different straps and bracelets. Available in blue dial and the increasingly popular racing green dial, the Pilots Chronograph packs in all of the chronograph competence of IWC in a very wearable and highly ergonomic 41mm case. There is no complication that describes IWC's watchmaking and engineering philosophy better than the ingenious Perpetual calendar, especially when combined with a stainless steel 46mm Big Pilot case. The Big Pilot Perpetual calendar in stainless steel is a true horological marvel. The blue sunburst dial displays all Perpetual calendar functions, the day, the date, the month, and a 4-digit year display, pre-adjusted for different lengths of the month, including every leap year. Unique to IWC is the double moon indication, showing the correct position for the moon, both for the northern and southern hemisphere. Inside, we have a unique Perpetual calendar developed by Kurt Klaus originally in 1985. This system took 5 years to develop, and it's ingeniously complex, yet very robust and reliable, and very user-friendly, being adjusted only via the single crown on the side of the case. Our Perpetual calendar is powered by our 52 caliber in-house movement. We have Peloton bidirectional windings, ceramic components, and an astounding 7 days power reserve. But now let us switch up the pace from the beauty of fine watchmaking to the adrenaline of our Top Gun collection. Let's take a trip to the training ground of US naval aviators. Let us take a trip to the Mojave Desert. Pilots' watches aren't only about reliability and precision, they're also always about great stories. And few are greater than the story of elite US naval aviators and Top Gun. IWC is proudly making professional military watches for Top Gun instructors and US naval aviators across the fleet squadrons. Having hundreds of professional military watches in operation in fast jet cockpits every single day, we gain invaluable insights into the effects of pressure drops, G-forces, impacts around the cockpit, and the corrosive power of sea and salt water on our watches. And the first commercial IWC watch directly inspired by our Navy collaboration was the Top Gun chronograph Mojave Desert from 2019, finished in a unique sand-colored ceramic. That color is inspired by flight equipment that naval aviators wear when they're training here in the canyon systems of the Mojave Desert. And this year, we are adding 2 new models to the Mojave Desert lineup. The first new model in the lineup is the Big Pilot 46mm Top Gun Mojave Desert. Finished in the unique sand-colored ceramic with a subdued dial graphic, the Top Gun Mojave Desert has an extremely robust rubber and textile inlay strap, titanium crown, and a titanium caseback with the iconic Top Gun logo engraving. Owing to the elaborate manufacturing process of the colored ceramics, we are limiting the annual production for this model to just 250 pieces. The second model to complete the lineup is the Big Pilot Perpetual calendar Mojave Desert, featuring the full Perpetual calendar with double moon indication, a crystal caseback showcasing our 52 caliber in-house movement. This unique Perpetual calendar is limited to an annual production of just 150 pieces. But now, it is time to unveil something truly unique. An IWC watch pushing the boundaries of the possible and taking performance engineering in pilots' watches to a completely new level. Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely proud to announce the IWC Big Pilot Shock Absorber XPL. studying the extreme conditions prevailing in the cockpit, our experimental engineering department, or short IWC XPL, has taken on the challenge to push the boundaries of mechanical watch GForce protection. This big pilot shock absorber XPL has a movement that is protected against acceleration forces of up to 30,000 G, independently tested and verified by the Cavendish Laboratory at the University of Cambridge. To put this into perspective, if a pilot hits his or her mechanical watch against a metallic surface in the cockpit, they will probably generate G-forces between 300 and 1000 G. The big pilot shock absorber has been tested to more than 30 times this level. This unique feat of engineering is achieved by our patented Spring Protect system. At the heart of the system, we have a uniquely formulated spring from bulk metallic glass. The geometry is designed in a way that all the impact forces are dissipated across the entire surface of the movement. The second part of the system is a lightweight version of our caliber 32 in-house movement using aluminium components. The third component is a flexible coupling between the crown and the movement, allowing the spring to work its magic in every direction. Finally, the watch is held in our proprietary ceratanium material case, combining the scratch resistance of ceramic with the structural integrity of titanium. With an outer silencing rubberized bumper and sapphire glass front and case back, the IWC Big Pilot Shock Absorber XPL is really a truly full package of engineering and innovation, and it clearly demonstrates that 85 years of IWC pilot watch legacy really only is just the beginning.